Welcome back to another episode of the Scran Line. I'm Nick. Today we are going to be making a rainbow surprise funfetti cheesecake. I have enjoyed making these no-bake cheesecakes so much, and I'm glad that you guys are enjoying them as well. What I love about these cheesecakes is that there's no baking, there's no having to wrap your cake tins in foil and hope that they don't flood with water. Not that those cheesecakes aren't delicious, but I actually prefer a no-bake cheesecake. I don't know about you, but that's what I prefer. So we are going to be flavoring our cheesecake with white chocolate, and it's really, really smooth because you're not adding sugar in there, but it's also not too sweet as well. Now, the other thing I really love about these cheesecakes is that we actually flavor or sweeten them and help them set using white chocolate. We help them set with a little bit of gelatin as well, but the chocolate also helps it set, and you end up with a really smooth, not too sweet, but really delicious cheesecake. Before we get stuck into this surprise rainbow cheesecake, I want to quickly remind you guys to hit the subscribe button. If you're not actually subscribed and you're watching this for the first time, and hit the little bell icon so that you get notified as soon as there's a new video. Let's begin by making our crust. So we are going to be adding some Oreos into a large food processor, crush those using the food processor until you reach a fine crumb. Then you want to add some melted butter and blitz it until you've coated the crumbs with the butter. We're gonna pour that mixture out into a 9-inch springform pan, and we're going to use the back of a spoon to press it firmly into the bottom of your springform pan. Then we are going to let this chill in the fridge until we're ready to use it again. Let's move on to making the cheesecake mixture. The first thing we want to do is actually prepare our gelatin. So we're going to add some powdered gelatin and some water into a small mixing bowl. I find the best way to mix these two ingredients together is using a fork. Once you've combined it really well, you want to set it aside for 5 minutes. Right before you're ready to add it to your cheesecake mixture, you want to microwave it for 30 seconds just to melt it. Add some cream cheese, vanilla extract, and cream into a food processor bowl, and we're going to blitz this until it's really, really smooth and well combined. Now guys, if you don't have a food processor, you can actually make this using a hand mixer or a stand mixer, but the reason I do it in a food processor is because you end up with a really, really smooth mixture. We're gonna add some melted white chocolate in there, and we're gonna mix that until it's really well combined. Next, we're gonna add that gelatin mixture which has been melted and mix that as well. You wanna make sure you scrape down the bowl at least once, just to make sure everything mixes in really well, and that is our cheesecake mixture done. We're going to be making the middle rainbow part of this cheesecake mixture first. So the way you want to do that is by halving your cheesecake mixture into 2 separate bowls. Now, one of those bowls you're going to distribute into 6 little mixing bowls evenly. You want to color each bowl the colors of the rainbow using some food gel, and you're going to mix each one until they're evenly colored. We're going to line the inside of a small bowl with some plastic cling wrap, and we're going to add the first colored cheesecake into the bottom. The first one that I used was pink, but you can basically start with whichever one you like, just as long as you end up in the order of the rainbow. You're going to pop that into the fridge and let it set completely for about 20 to 30 minutes before you add the next cheesecake mixture. Now guys, this can be a bit of a time-lengthy process, and while you are actually waiting for each layer to set in the fridge, the other layers will set in their mixing bowls. The way that you can get them back to kind of like a liquid consistency or thin them out is by microwaving them for 10 seconds and mixing until you reach a pouring consistency. Once you've added all of your layers of the rainbow into your bowl, you're going to let it set for a final 30 or 40 minutes before you try taking it out of the bowl. And because we've added plastic wrap, it's really easy to take out. Once you have unwrapped it, you want to add it into your springform pan and set it aside in the fridge. Now, the rest of our cheesecake mixture has actually set, so we're going to pop it in the microwave for about 10 or 15 seconds until it reaches pouring consistency. Try not to let it get warm, just microwave it long enough so that it thins out again. We're gonna add some funfetti rainbow sprinkles into our mixture, fold it through gently, and then pour it into your springform pan over the rainbow cheesecake. You want to flatten the top and smooth it out using a spatula. We're going to sprinkle the top with some more funfetti rainbow sprinkles and then pop it in the fridge to set for 2 or 3 hours. Once it's set, take it out of the springform pan carefully, pop it on your serving plate, and then drizzle the outside with some chocolate sauce. I've decided to dress up some Oreos with some edible gold glitter. I'm going to pipe some whipped cream around the outside of my cheesecake. I've halved my Oreos. I'm going to pop them on top of the cream and then finish it off with a sprinkle of funfetti rainbow sprinkles. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want to grab the recipe, you're going to find it on my website at scranline.com. I have a video over there you can watch and over there. And if you click over here somewhere, you can actually subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all on the next episode of the Scran Line.